Jim from Basement Gun Shop. Well, in the wake of the Las Vegas shooting, the scumbags are at it again, but this time with some traitors' help from 10 Republicans. This just in. H.R. 3999. This was introduced to the Committee on the Judiciary on October 10th of this year. So this is one you want to get up and fight. Write your politicians, email them, call them, fax them, do whatever you have to do, but we need to kill this bill. H.R. 3999. To prohibit, and I am reading verbatim, 3 simple pages, and you can see how little text is in that. 3 simple pages. To prohibit the manufacture, possession, or transfer of any part or combination of parts that is designed and functions to increase the rate of fire of a semi-automatic rifle, but does not convert the semi-automatic rifle into a machine gun. The strikingly scary thing about this is it does not define what a rate increasing device is. Now, by this time I'm sure everybody's heard that the guy out in Las Vegas had a slide fire stock, and I hate to use the trade name, but that's what it was, so let's just say a bump fire stock. Okay, he had a bump fire stock on an AR. Hell, I've got a slide fire stock on one of my ARs, custom built for it. It's the Don't Tread on Me AR-15, full Duracoat job, full hydrographic printing with snake skin, Gadsden flag, laser engraved parts. Yeah, it's fun, but now they want to ban any rate increasing device. Well, the bill does not define what a standard rate of fire is. Is it 3 rounds a second? Is it 7 rounds a second? Because this right here can give me both. All right, maybe not 7 rounds a second, 5 at best. But if you're Jerry Miculek, okay, so if I'm banging away at the range and I get a really good string of a triple tap or something and someone calls the cops, they gotta come cut my finger off and send me to prison for having a finger? Before bump fire stocks were ever invented, people would just stick their thumb through the trigger guard and hook it through their belt loop and bump fire it that way. Years ago there was a bump stick, and you would shoulder your AR or your AK and you would put this stick and you would press back on this stick to keep the right distance and you know, push forward, and there you go, you're bump firing at the shoulder, or you're bump firing at your hip, or you're bump firing behind your head, or whatever. So does that piece of wood constitute a rate increasing device? Am I going to go to prison for having a stick in my range bag? This is ridiculous. What laws are you going to put on the books that's going to stop the next shooting? The answer is none. You're only making the law-abiding citizen pay for the act of one deranged individual. Okay? It's that simple. And yes, my heart goes out to the families of the people that were killed and injured in Las Vegas. And the same with every other one. Columbine, Sandy Hook, take your pick. We've had our share. Okay? But the same day Sandy Hook went down, some nut job walked into a preschool in Malaysia and knifed 20-some students to death. If you're going to commit a massive act of violence, it doesn't take a gun. It just takes the will to perpetrate it and the planning to do it. You know, the biggest gun grabber of all, Dianne Feinstein, was just on 2 news programs. And on both of them, one was Meet the Press, and I forget what the other one was. But the person doing the interview asked her, what laws, if you could wave your magic wand? One of them even said, if you could wave your magic wand. And neither of them were Fox, by the way. But if you could wave your magic wand and pass laws, what laws would have prevented this? And she said, I'm not sure any laws would have prevented this. Of course not. So, keep in mind, this is a woman who said, if I could get 51 votes in the Senate and say to Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in, we're coming for your guns, she'd do it. That's their end game. All right? This bill is stupid, simple to read. I suggest you go to the website of the House of Representatives and open up the PDF file right off the government servers, and you will see Section 1, prohibition on manufacture, possession, or transfer of any part or combination of parts that is designed and functions to increase the rate of fire of a semi-automatic rifle. So, what is a rate increasing device? What that does is it takes the decision on whether something is illegal, it takes it out of the hands of the courts and the Congress and the Senate and the President. It takes it out of their hands and puts it solely into the hands of BATF, a bureau of the government who answers basically to the Attorney General, who in turn answers to the President. So if the President has an agenda, there's a big club to hammer the American people with. Now, I've been considering doing this video for a week now since this was introduced to the Judiciary Committee. And it's time to do it, but I've watched a number of other videos on Facebook by pro-Second Amendment, pro-freedom, pro-liberty channels, Military Arms Channel, Rex Reviews, and a bunch others, but those are the 2 that come to mind. And I gotta tell you, you sign this into law, you immediately turn me into a criminal. There's nothing in here mentioned about my $300 slide fire stock being grandfathered because I owned it for 2 years prior to this happening. There's nothing in here that says a slide fire or a bump fire stock or a stick designed to increase the rate of fire can be grandfathered or serialized and registered with BATF. What, are you going to register my finger? You're going to tattoo a serial number on my finger? I doubt that. We all know how serial numbers got tattooed on people before. On their forearms, in Auschwitz, Buchenwald, Sobibor. This makes me sick. So, the last thing I'm going to say before I close this, and I'm probably going to rattle on some more about how open-ended this can be. It's just bad. But let's talk about the Republican turncoats, 10 of them, who are sponsoring this. And they are, and regrettably, 3 of them from Pennsylvania. Only 2 of them are Republicans. Nope, 3 from Pennsylvania. So I'm going to start with my home state. Meehan, Costello, and Dent. Vote them sons of bitches out of office. Corbulo and Ross-Lehtinen, Lehtinen in Florida. King in New York, no surprise there. Lance and Smith from New Jersey. Royce from California, and Paulson from Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota, that's MN. But you can see their names right here in the preface where it says who introduced the bill and who's sponsoring it and co-sponsoring it and everything else. So here's their names right here in print, in black and white, gotten off the government servers. So I'm not giving you secondhand information. I am giving you the text of the bill that is to amend Title 18 United States Code. Disgusting. Disgusting. Unconstitutional. Illegal. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't think the president's going to save us. Don't think the Senate's going to save us. Don't wait. Get out there. Get off your butts. And fight this. Call. Email. Write letters. Fax letters. Do whatever you got to do. It's on us, people. It's on us. A lot of the channels I've been watching, a lot of those people, they're saying, my line in the sand has just been drawn for me. You come for a damn stock on my rifle, you better bring a fucking SWAT team. That's what they're saying. For the few people I have that subscribe to this channel, for the people I have who have watched it and don't subscribe, you pretty much know what kind of guy I am. You know where I stand on crap like this. This is patently illegal. Patently illegal. So, make your phone calls. Write your representatives. Make this bill die. Same as the Responsible Body Armor Possession Act. You freaking kidding me? What am I going to do? Pull a plate out of my plate carrier and beat someone to death with it? Yeah, that'll get far. All right, but this is the lengths they will go to deprive us of our freedoms. A man with a gun is a citizen. A man without the ability to defend himself is a subject. The Second Amendment was not put in our Constitution for duck hunting or deer hunting or rabbit or pheasant or squirrel or sport shooting. It was put there so we would have a parity of arms to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. If this gets signed into law, it puts the power in the hand of a barely regulated government agency. Takes it out of your hands. All right, so this is Jim from Basement Gun Shop. Stay safe, stay free, keep shooting, write your representatives in Washington, kill HR 3999. Yep, that's right, 3999.